Hello and welcome to your Health Chat program. This is a program that looks at health matters and all that is relating to health. As you may be aware, the month of May is a month where we look at mental health issues. And so today we have in studio Charles Mubambe, who is the lead consultant from Miss Mental Health Zambia, in studio to just give us what they are doing and activities that are planned for this month. Welcome to today's program.
Thank you so much for having me on your platform. I'm really grateful, and the organization is really grateful.
Wow. We are happy to have you in studio, but maybe first of all, what is this Miss Mental Health Zambia organization? What is it all about?
Miss Mental Health Zambia is an organization that is bordered on mental health and beauty pageant. So the way we've done it is that we want to bring in mental health preaching through beauty pageants so that we add some bit of entertainment and competition to the young ones.
Okay. You're talking of mental health. Why mental health? Why did you go for mental health instead of any other, illness or any other ailment?
If you look at mental health, this is something that is really affecting the individuals in the country, the citizens, organizations. Sometimes we tend not to pay attention to what is happening in the country. If you've seen, there are a lot of suicide cases that have happened in the past. There are a lot of stagnation, stigma that has happened in the past. So we said, look, this mental health issue is an emergency program. So why don't we get into it? Because not so many people are preaching about it. So we wanted to, actually we are doing that. What we are doing right now is to make sure that a lot of people are aware that mental health issues are happening in the country. Suicide is happening. So if no one else talks about it, then who will talk about it? So we thought, okay, look, we choose mental health. This is like a topic that is far-fetched. There are a lot of dark secrets that people go through, a lot of confusion happening in families. So we said, okay, look, I think we can basically go for mental health and help the nation through a beauty pageant.
Okay, great. It sounds good already. But now, we are talking of mental health, and this is an issue that concerns all of us. You are talking of beauty pageant. What is your target?
Our target are the youths, because we believe that for a nation to grow, for a nation to develop, for a nation to reach out to its great height, you need to take them as they are young. Okay, not that we are not really involving the elderly, but we believe that the future is in the hands of the young ones. So we capture the youth first. They understand the topic of mental health. You know what will happen? What will happen is that when the youths understand the topic of mental health, they will in turn affect the community. They will in turn impact the community because of now they've understood what mental health issues are. There are a lot of issues really why we've chosen the youths. The youths are the future of the country, so they should all be in line with what stresses their minds. We've seen what is happening in the country, especially with the elder ones. Even parliamentary ones, we've seen some cases here, there. That also is bordered around mental health. So if the youths are mentally sound, if the youth are okay, sober, it means that our future of Zambia is in good hands.
Okay. I know you've mentioned of, youths having or have to drive the change, because I know there's an aspect of behavioral change there, starting from the youth and then going up. You're talking of this beauty pageant. Is it the first of its kind that you're having, or you've had it before, or where is it streaming from?
This last year we did the Miss Mental Health Kabwe. So, when you say Miss Mental Health Zambia, so when we go to Chipata, we say Chipata.
Okay.
So now we did the Miss Mental Health Kabwe. So now we are doing the Miss Mental Health Kopala edition.
Okay.
So we did one last year, which was the first of its kind. It was wonderful. You know, the first time is always the hardest. So it was very beautiful. We picked on a queen. At least we have a track record of that. So it was really elegant, beautiful for a start.
For a start.
For a start.
Now you have gone Copper Belt. Why Copala this time around?
Well, what we're doing now is that we are doing it provincial. It's going to be national. It is a national program, by the way. That's why we're calling it Miss Mental Health Zambia.
Okay.
So it's a national program. So what we're doing is that we picked on Kabwe Central Province, and then we go to Copper Belt as a province in Kitwe, and then we will now go to Lusaka as a Lusaka province. We'll go in all the 10 provinces per year. And then we are looking at maybe we may even finish by 5 years. We get all the 10 queens to compete and then have a national queen who's going to the Miss Mental Health Zambia.
Great.
For now, it's per province, so
Per
we are moving
province.
per province just like that. And then we get to pick according to how the provinces are performing. You remember in Chingola, there was that water contamination that happened.
Yes.
People were affected and all that. So we said, look, this happened. Why don't we go to the Copper Belt? The second one starts from there.
Okay. We are dealing with these teens who are looking at these various issues that we are talking of. What is it that they are getting out of this? Is it just the pageant, or maybe you are inculcating some values in them where afterwards they'll go to the community and maybe, sell out your ideas? What is it that you're doing to these teens?
The way the program is designed is that it's a 3-month program, and then we do the auditions. After the auditions, we pick the models, and then when we pick the models, the same models become the mental health advocates. They now choose on any place they can go to, either the bus station, the market, the hospital. They will get to any place that they choose. It could be maybe in church, because, in church, of course, they preach salvation, but also mental health issues are real.
We are all affected, even in churches, actually. We are affected.
Yes, exactly. So the same models, they will get to advocate the mental health subject on different aspects.
Okay.
So what they really get is they will get certification.
Okay.
And once they get certification, they will remain to be advocate for mental health. So most of them that are coming, we have a choosing criteria, and we're very strict, especially on academic qualification, so that at least we have people that are able to articulate mental health subjects, topics. It's easy for them to, when they give a word, that word will really impact. There's language barrier, so you can't just choose anyone or to say, okay, we should just have this kind of person. So at least we get to, we will not only look at the beauty.
It has to
We'll
be
not only look at the
beyond.
beauty, but we look at the intellect as well. So they remain to be mental health advocates, and then that's the many benefit actually that they get, apart from training them how to catwalk and all that. So, well, for me, I feel Miss Mental Health Zambia is not really a fashion-based beauty pageant.
Yeah.
It's a life-changing program. If I show you some of the pictures, you see the elderlies when the young ones are giving a word, and then they are sobbing like that. It's really beautiful.
Wow. Looking at the programs that you have mentioned, I know that these teens have to go through a robust training, as you have put it. Are you engaging in professionals to come and just talk to these people so that at least they're in the know? Even when they go out, they're speaking from a background where they have gotten the actual information taken out to the public. Are you engaging in professionals?
So to make it more qualified, to make it more authentic, we have mental health experts that we engage. Like I mentioned, when we pick them, they are trained. Trained. So when they're being trained by the experts, the people that really understand the subject of mental health. There are booklets that they have to undergo before going into the community, before even starting the whole program. First, they have to understand that kindness, love is very important. So we engage mental health experts We have doctors that come to speak to them, online programs. Actually, it's a continuous program that they undergo. They undergo about 3 times a week. They just have that specific program all the time until they pick on the place that they'll go. They are well equipped, given all the material. Then, when they go to the community, they have the district coordinators who are standing in the background to see that what they're saying is correct. They don't go alone. Someone is there to just make sure that even the topic that they are seminating is a topic of interest, and it's a topic of that will bring in impact. You know, there are certain topics that you can't even talk to. And you know, when you are a youth, sometimes you may not understand the what it is to go through hard times.
Yes, yes.
So they are monitored when they are doing all these programs.
Okay. You've spoken of these youths going out into the communities, you know, engaging the community and everything else. How well do you engage these communities to see to it that they reciprocate to what these our teenagers are going to, you know, to disseminate to them? How do you engage the community?
What we do is we write to them. Let's say we pick on a clinic. Or let me go to probably a school.
Yes.
A clinic, you know, we already have experts there. Okay, let me say we pick on a community school.
Yes.
We write to them. What we'll do is that we'll now organize a day where we even have some donations.
Oh, okay.
So
Great.
we give the donations in a small way, and then we now round them up, and then the model, she begins to talk about the topics, and then what we do after she's done, we monitor whether the people that were talked to really appreciated the topic. Did it mean anything to them?
To them, yeah.
What do they think the topic really affected them? So we give them more like a checklist kind of, where they get to tick, and then we score from there to see that even the topics that we are giving, they are in line with the mental health side of the conversation.
Okay.
So there are question and answer sessions as well.
Okay.
Yes, so like we mentioned, the experts on board, they are people that really equip these young ones, and we can't really underestimate them in any way because they are young. I think what is important is the knowledge that they get and how they disseminate it and how the community receives and how the community then is impacted by the same message.
Okay. I know you've spoken of this program or project which actually has to go around the country. Then finally we have this, you know, finale, which is going to have these 10 queens and all that. But with the works that you're doing, is it just you, or you've partnered with any local or any international, you know, organization that you're working with? Because looking at it, mental health is actually a cause that affects each and every one of us. Any partnership that you have?
We've partnered with several sponsors, but there is an organization that we want to partner with, where we will now do, after everything is done, the same models, they continue to advocate. They can use the what do you call it, telecom? Telecom kind of, where people can pay subscription and then they are being called and all that. So we are about to partner. Remember, we're 2 years young.
Yes,
we're still growing.
We're growing.
We're growing, but
Yes.
we have sponsors in terms of companies, but in terms of partnership, we are yet to get into more partnership, especially after we are done with this one. At least now we'll be fit to tell the world that, look, we've done Kawe.
Yes.
We've done
Copper
Kopala.
Belt, yes.
We are ready for you.
Okay. Okay. I like the fact that this is coming from the youth, you know, and when you talk of behavioral change, it actually springs out or springs out nice when it is starting from the kindergarten,
Yes,
and then it just
exactly.
grows,
Sure,
because
sure.
we are expecting, you know, a candidate
Yes.
from this, or maybe a cadre to come and
True.
preach to the people, and it is going to be well received. But now, looking at all this, and you've mentioned of Copper Belt, where is the venue? Do we have guest speakers who are going to talk to, you know, to this cause, or it is just the place, and is it open? Is anyone can come through? Are we paying any fees for this?
Well, you have to support us. But I hope to see you there.
No, we definitely will be there.
I hope to see
We'll
you there
definitely be
because we are going to have it at Milek Banquet Hall,
Okay.
Kitwe Barracks,
Okay.
Parklands. And then there's an entry fee, 100 kwacha,
Okay.
ordinary,
It's quite minimal.
250 VIP. I was talking to the founder
Okay.
to say, look, why don't we increase this? Because the topic is, the topics and what will be happening there will be so amazing. Why don't we increase? She said, look, I'm not doing this for profit.
Yeah,
I'm doing this so that I can impact the community.
exactly.
I'm doing this so that someone's life may change. We don't know what other people are thinking. Well, people are moving with issues in the head. So she was like, no, I want it to be as open as possible. Even the charging is just for control purpose. Otherwise, I could have done it for free.
Wow, it actually sounds good, and I know we'll definitely be there, because for sure one or two people may get something out of those conversations and all. Maybe in closing, what would be a word of advice to the people out there so that they can come in number and just support this noble cause? Your word of appeal.
My word of encouragement is, you know, there are a lot of aspects in society that we have to look at. And one of them is mental health. In as much as you are looking at the financial side of your life, economic side especially, financial, family, you should also look at mental health. Where you hear that there's a mental health workshop, run. Where you hear that there's a seminar, run. Because you'll be helped. There are a lot of people very successful. They have everything, but the next day you hear that they've killed themselves. There are a lot of people, they kill themselves before a breakthrough. So it is encouraged to open up to someone if you have something that is pressing. It is okay to go through a heartbreak. It is okay to be in touch with pain.
It is okay.
It is okay to be in a place of helplessness, hopelessness. It is okay because that is new human nature. What is not okay is to give up.
Exactly.
What is important is to seek help, see someone that you trust, go to a therapy center. They will help. Don't just hear the word Chainama and then you right now we're at Chainama. It's a place of help. It doesn't mean that you are completely insane. It means that now you are going to get the proper help that you need. And my encouragement is for people that are advocating for mental health issues to also look at probably enacting it into law so that at least we can have it more on a more serious note. So that's my encouragement, and I really am happy also to say that the sponsors that have come on board, especially on the Copper Belt, people like Chapros, these are people, youths. You know what he told me?
No.
He just said, Charles, what do you want? Up to today, I've done sponsorship before, but no one has ever told me that before, to say, what do you want?
Yes.
And it's so encouraging to see that he's a man of passion, to see that this program pushes through.
Maybe just an emphasis. I know it was your word of appeal, but maybe a word of emphasis. You've spoken of being the issue of mental health being enacted into law. Maybe just to emphasize on that one, what is it that is required of us so that at least this issue, which affects all of us, can be taken seriously when it comes to issues of mental health?
Okay, so what it is that we have topics that are hanging in the balance.
Okay.
We have aspects that are hanging in the balance, in the air. So when we talk about mental health, it's a mental health month, but you will not see a lot of activities to that effect.
Yes.
But when you hear Labor Day, you know that it's Labor Day.
Exactly.
When you hear it's Memorial Day, KK Day,
Yes.
you will know that it's KK Day. But this month is Mental Health Month, but it's more on the mild side. Why? It is because we haven't put up proper policies. We haven't taken it up to enact a mental health act into Parliament, passed into law. Once we have the mental health act topics being discussed in Parliament, then we are going to see change. People respect what is law. Whatever is law, there are people that just look at things and then they say, oh, it's not law. Okay. Even funding can come because now it is law. It's the same thing even when we have companies, right? Lawyers, other people. Other people, they will take advantage of the ignorance that is there.
Yeah.
So to me, I would say we haven't reached even 20% of preaching about mental health.
Yeah.
Once we enact it into law, then it's going to be 95% success. Because now we have something that will guide, something that is serious. We'll have a mental health day where people celebrate, oh, look, I'm free. We are free from the colonizers, but we're not free in the head.
Yes.
So if we can be free in the mind with the law, and we know, and then we can rely on the law. Because what will happen is that if anyone stresses you, you can quote the law.
Yeah.
We shouldn't stress each other. We shouldn't bring work stress, emotional stress on other people. We have bosses who put pressure because they've argued with the wife, the husband, they'll put pressure on the subordinate, you know. So now with that kind of a law, it will protect the minds of people. Once the mind is free, then the country, a lot of minds are free, then the country will be free.
Progress.
It will progress because of the mental health aspect.
Oh, I love the ending, really. But I know I will call again. We'll call upon you again some other time, more especially when you get back from the Copper Belt, to just hear how you're going to fare and how the response will be from the Coppola. Well, thank you so much for appearing on our program today.
Thank you so much for giving us this platform, and I really appreciate to be on your program.
Thank you. Well, viewers, we've come to the end of today's program. I had Charles Mubambe, who is the lead consultant from Miss Mental Health Zambia, who was sharing with us what they have. As you may be aware, this is a Mental Health Awareness Month, and so let's see to it that we keep in touch with our minds to have a healthy well-being in our minds. Well, from me, Faith Mutale, let's keep health issues online as well as offline. From everyone else in the studios, it's goodbye.